Log 167. My friends, in this temporary, uneasy time in the Middle East, in the month of August 2014, bombs are being dropped in northern Iraq. How easy it is to gain access with incredible warplanes from nearby naval bases or aircraft carriers. In the same way, assailants can change to peace lovers and drop food, bricks and mortar on southern Iraq around the city of Peoples of different beliefs or affiliations will gather there in peace, but rather the screams and death and destruction, there will be jubilation, laughter and smiles. An immediate turnaround, just like the opponents on the Somme in the First World War, who stopped and shook hands on Christmas Day. My friends, every day will be Christmas Day, for we become fully aware of the venom and void of the junk DNA in our body cells and refuse to be cajoled into the killing scenario. We will rejoice in good living and gratitude from the mighty Big Five, who will supply the daily needs for living and not dying, and will place construction workers from all over the world at War is outmoded, outdated, out of character, and totally unacceptable in the new Renaissance. My genies and those of Bruno, Einstein, Newton, and Spinoza totally reject the negative attitude of the kill on our holy temple. I call on my disciples, the psychiatrists, psychologists, social workers, and anthropologists, to enter emphatically on the world scene. I call on them to visit all the heads of the Big Five and all countries in the world to examine how large is their junk DNA in their body cells, which consists of the void and places our holy temple in danger. Science has helped the family of man in good jobs, living conditions, warmth and clothing. Science will help us to discover the reasons why our leaders are so irresponsible in guiding us through their junk DNA to extinction. Direct the aeroplanes south to Bring with you food, shelter, clothing, pickaxe and shovel, music, song and dance, engineers and construction workers. No man shall lose his life today in the kill, for we live in the new Renaissance, where every life is precious. Goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the holy temple for evermore. The junk DNA is the void in its death throes. My disciples will knock on the doors of all parliaments everywhere on our holy temple and declare killing to be insane, putting the very survival of our species at risk. Go forth, my disciples, with your manual, and turn to the last page with the words youtube.com/AlanSky666. To kill an opponent is heartless. To provide him with nourishment and sustenance and understanding is what the 8 billion supreme beings need for the eventual colonization of the 10 dimensions with the third of the Big Five. Let us hear the violin at with food and sustenance to all Sunnis and Shias, Hebrews, Palestinians, Hamas and Hezbollah, Israelis and Jews from all over the world, peoples from every divide, Maoris and Aborigines, Red Indians and Eskimos will enter My friends, we are flesh and blood, muscle and bone, finely tuned to perfection to suit the moods of the weather systems and continental drifts, earthquakes and volcanic eruptions and tsunamis. We are unable to cope with the unnecessary playchild of the junk DNA reaching out for the atom bomb in its death throes. My friends, let us raise the violin and let us recite together. Born on the steppes, in nomadic hands, of gut and hair and loving care, to supreme perfection in orchestration, a sound of celestial emanation. Violin, forsooth, secrets from Cremona to conveyor belt and manufacture. Call on the child prodigy, call on the talented gypsy, call on the vagrant fiddler free. Call on the men of Carnegie. My friends in Jerusalem, the city where miraculous events have spread around the world, that have given generations of people hope and guidance, peace and love. Let the orchestras of that city and the Knesset and Carnegie Hall raise the violin. Let every place on the Holy Temple raise the violin, for shedding tears for peace and love will take the place of shedding blood for the kill of the void and junk DNA. Jehovah is the name, the number. Blessed be the number of the name. Blessed be the configuration. Blessed be the three configurations, the ears of corn called Jehovah. Blessed be the groups of three, 19 groups, revolving around the whacking big sun in the center. Our dimension is to keep alive and well. Dimension number 1. Start building now at and turn around the death and destruction from the void into fabulous city of city of kings, astronauts, peace and love. Bring aeroplanes with stores for living from Russia, the United States, Britain and France and China. May the provisions attract those who will lay down their arms, embrace each other, whatever their beliefs or ethnicity. We are a remarkable species of animal, worthy of calling ourselves gods. I, your leader, bring you close to the third of the big five, even though I don't play the violin. My friends, the pen is the response I make, and the determination for my disciples to interpret the blogs to all peoples and nations.